Hello, I'm John Udicek, president of Luzerne County Community College, title sponsor of the Friday Night Rivals football program. Fall Friday nights in northeastern Pennsylvania are about school pride, high school football, and celebrating our student scholar athletes. So sit back and enjoy this excitement. It's time for Luzerne County Community College's Friday Night Rivals.
This is Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Batfitter on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're in Dunmore, Lackawanna County. Tonight, it's a Lackawanna Football Conference Division I showdown. It's Friday Night Rivals. Team number 3, North Pocono, puts their undefeated season on the line against Scranton Prep. A pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Ide, and we're at Week 10 already of high school football here on MyTV WQMY, sponsored by Luzerne County Community College. Joining me tonight, Vincent Goldschmidt on the sidelines, and in the booth, former Tunkhannock area coach Jan Cechek. And Jan, we'll get right into the Trojans. They've already clinched a playoff spot, so maybe there's something to play for, and maybe not. We'll find out maybe throughout tonight's game. But when we do watch them on the field, they average near 38 points, and they have one of the best players in the league, and he's our Figure Law Spotlight player, Cole West.
Cole West, number 11, 6'2", 195 pounds. He's Mr. Everything for the Trojans. Offensively, 467 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground, 387 yards in the air, 4 touchdowns. He's got 6 touchdowns on kick returns. And also, defensively, 37 solo tackles, 6 interceptions, and 1 for a touchdown. I mean, he does it all for the Trojans. Incredible young man.
Absolutely. So let's go on to the Cavaliers. They do have something to play for. They mathematically have not clinched a playoff spot in the district playoffs. They want that 3 seed. They don't want to play Berwick in the first round. So there is something to play for tonight for Prep. So what's that mean? We're going to see a lot of our spotlight player. He's the quarterback. He's Mr. Everything to the Cavaliers. He's our other Figure Law Spotlight player, Will McPartland.
Will McPartland, 6', 190-pound senior quarterback that was sorely missed the first 3 games. He was rehabbing his torn ACL from last season, and they missed him. They went 0-3. They play a heck of a schedule. But when he came back, boy, 5-1 as a starter. He's got 10 touchdowns on the ground running. He's almost 1,000 yards passing, 8 touchdowns in the year. He's just an incredible player. And talking with Coach Pasqualiccio, he said he's the guy that we really miss the most, and he's done a great job getting the Cavaliers going in the right direction.
Absolutely. So let's go now to our Luzerne County Community College keys to the game. First up, North Pocono.
North Pocono wants to limit the explosive plays that Prep has, and they also want to control the line of scrimmage. Now, Coach Gallagher, on the other hand, he's worried about turnovers, but he wants to create them, and then he also wants them to play that Prep physical style defense.
Well, it's a little chilly out here, I would say, but beautiful weather for high school football. So let's check in now with Brian Schrader from the Fox 56 News, first at 10.
Hey everybody, even though we have some clouds, some showers, even some cooler temperatures in the forecast for this evening's game, I'm going to put a positive spin on it. The chance of showers is going to be low. Winds out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies at kickoff, 46 degrees. A few showers at halftime, 43 degrees. Skies will be clearing. Temperatures near 42 degrees by the end of the game. We will get cold tonight, but we do expect some sunshine for the weekend. I'll have that for you coming up in your Fox 56 forecast. We'll see you tonight after the game.
It's the last game of the regular season. It's North Pocono and Scranton Prep. We'll have the kickoff and the starting lineups next. Here come the Cavaliers looking for win number 6 of the season, coming off a big win over Jersey Shore. North Pocono putting their undefeated season on the line heading into tonight's game. The third member of our crew, as always, Vincent Goldschmidt, and we talk about the Trojans. And in fact, Vince, the Trojans have made history this year.
Yes, they have, Bob, with their win over Delaware Valley last week, winning their first Lackawanna Football Conference Division I title since 2009. They're looking to win their first district title next week for the first time since 2016. But they have the chance to be the third ever unbeaten team in North Pocono history. And also as well, this rivalry against Scranton Prep has not been in their favor. They haven't beaten them since back in 2010. They're on an 11-game losing streak, so we'll see if they can stay unbeaten and snap the losing streak to the Cavaliers.
Thanks, Vince. And Jan, something to talk about. Greg Dolan, we talked to him pregame. What is there to play for tonight? Well, you haven't beaten a team in 11 years, 11 tries. You could go undefeated for only the third time, but you've already clinched. So how do you play it as a head coach tonight if you're Greg Dolan?
If I was Coach Dolan, I'd be saying, guys, we got a chance to make school history tonight by going undefeated. We can't worry about next week. We have to worry about the present, the time we're in right now, right here, right now, baby. And we got to take care of the Cavaliers and also to get that monkey off our back that we've had a losing streak against this team. So I personally, there's a lot to play for.
Okay, what do you do with a guy like Cole West or one of the better players on your team? Like, how much of a rope are you giving him?
Offensively, I'd probably give him a shorter leash. Defensively, he's just, like I said, 6 interceptions this year, and his return abilities that he's got 4 returns on kickoffs and punts combined. I mean, that's a special kid that you don't want to hang, why cut off your nose to spite your face with this and let Cole play at least defensively. And we'll see. I mean, Coach Dolan, he knows his team better than we do.
So Henry Wolf has it teed up. There you see Coach Dolan, his 14th season, 73 and 71 overall. Prep won the toss. They elected to receive. Wolf tees it up to kick this one off. Criswick and Kroon back to get this Lackawanna Football Conference Division I showdown underway in Dunmore. Back to the 2. This is the junior Criswick. He has a lot of speed. Had a good week last week, and he's up past the 36-yard line. So, again, we talked about him pregame, but let's emphasize it again. McPartland, a Division I talent, headed to Fairfield to play lacrosse, but he has speed, he has size. He could go over 1,000 yards in a limited amount of games this year.
And I didn't touch on his stats during our pregame as our spotlight player. 909 yards in 6 games. I mean, incredible. 8 touchdowns, 3. But, I mean, more impressive is that he's run the ball for 621 yards and 15 touchdowns.
So he'll be in the shotgun. This team averages 31 points per game. And, boy, North Pocono's there. 7 starters on the team, and Evan Wolf shoots in like they knew the play was coming.
Here it comes, defensive end. They go with the RPO, the divide. A little bit of shoulder pad contact there, but Evan Wolf read that perfectly, came right down.
Well, this is a North Pocono team, of course, held Del Valle last week to just 21 points. They have 7 starters back. They give up only 11 points per game, folks, all season long. That's an average. So McPartland again. This time hands it off to Prince. Prince has a gap, and Prince shoots through past the 35, close to the line to gain. I think he's about a yard short of the first down.
That's a great run off tackle there. They just went with that outside zone. Thank you, replay. Look at this. They just down block, and he just cuts it back up inside. Great vision by that young man. Nice job, Mr. Prince.
Prince coming in, 446 yards, 2 touchdowns on the year. He's a 5'9 junior. Came over from Carbondale last year. So Criswick will line up in the backfield, typically a wide receiver.
Come out, Will McPartland sends 3 to the right side. Empties the set. He's going to take Criswick and now go back the other side. As they
in the shotgun, they give it out to Criswick on the far side on a little screen. They have a Keystone container. First down and a bunch more past the 45 to the 46. So let's take a look at this offense for the Cavaliers this year, brought to you by Bathfitter. Prince and Braden McPartland will be the starting fullback. The receivers, very good. Kroom, Criswick, and McCormack, a big tight end. And up front, De Los Santos, Dempsey, a converted fullback, Dodurka, Pagnotti, and Myers.
And 4 seniors anchoring up top there for them. They average 234 pounds across the board. The big guy out there is Los Del Santos, is 265, left tackle.
9 on that. Criswick to the outside. He's got room. Criswick into the secondary inside Trojan territory down to the 44-yard line. 10 yards for Mr. Criswick.
Nice job there with the buck sweep that they run. They pulled both guards on that, and they just lead block for him. And boy, does he have a nice burst of speed there.
How about the juniors last week against Jersey Shore? 8 catches, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Excuse me. That's running the ball. He ran the ball for 100 yards, and then he caught 2 passes for 76 yards. They found the junior with a lot of speed coming in. Back to the outside screen. This is Criswick again. And Criswick up past the 40 to the 38-yard line. A gain of 6. Let's take a look at this defense again. 9-0 coming in, 11 points per game. Zimmerman, Castor, and Kramer up top. 3-4, McGuire, Taylor, another McGuire Aiden in there. Evan Wolf already a tackle. And the secondary, Bowen, LaFave, West, and Chase Zimmerman, the starting quarterback.
Well, you can see what Prep's doing. They're putting the ball into their best players' hands each play.
Prince, nowhere to go. Loss on the play, back to the 41-yard line. Warren Kramer in there, one of the guys making the tackle.
They just did a great job. Look at Wolf out there. He takes on the tackle, sheds him, and then all of a sudden he's got all these other guys in white jerseys coming over there to help out.
Let's talk about the trenches, Coach. What do you like about both sides? Where do they match up?
Well, right now, the defensive side has a 249-pound average, so they've got about 15-pound difference in their favor. But the way that Prep ends up getting the ball to the perimeter really quickly, that negates that differential.
So the 2 McPartlands in the backfield to start. Looks like a quarterback draw right from the beginning, only 1 yard on the play. So a big 4th down coming up now for Scranton Prep.
And you'll see right here a cup protection. And who is that? 73 does a nice job. Warren Kramer, 6'1", 210-pound senior. He beat the offensive guard. That's what flushed it out really faster than what they wanted to do for the offense.
Kramer, 31 total tackles coming in, 4 sacks, and this defense very stout again, as you might expect, with 8 starters back. So on 4th and 5, Terry Gallagher is going to go for it. Off the eye, it's a little flip. Here comes the reverse to Criswick. Criswick has a block, has room, and has a Keystone container 1st down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. 15 yards for the junior.
And that 15-yard touchdown saving tackle was by number 2, Tate Bowen, right here. They go with the reverse on this. Toss reverse, there it is. Look at 55, looking for some work there. Great job by there. Downfield blocking, stalk blocking, and number 2, if he wasn't there, Tate Bowen, that would have been 6 points for the Cavaliers.
That was a sophomore Elijah Myers picking up that backside block to spring Criswick. So Prep on the move, opening drive of this game. McPartland, little option. Off to Kroom. Kroom up to about the 20-yard line, gain of 4. So Coach Pasqualicio dipping into the playbook tonight.
Now you saw number 51 right there, Andrew Dempsey, the right guard pulling to the left, and they went away from that. Again, that's trying to throw North Pocono's defensive, the linebackers off, because you're taught to key the guards and follow them.
Prep coming off a big win last week over Jersey Shore, put up 51 points. This is Braden McParland through on the fullback, going to be short of the line to gain, about 2 yards. So 3rd and short coming up. So Braden, 329 yards for the junior, 3 touchdowns. There's also an Owen McParland on the team. So there's 3 McParlands. And you might remember that name, Will McParland, played for the team in the 90s. He played for Miami. The Miami Hurricanes, folks, when they won the national championship in the early 2000s. So from Big Will all the way to Will to Owen.
So you're saying they know some football?
They know football. They know football really good, and there's Will McPartland trying to get outside. Didn't get a block. There's our other spotlight player, makes the tackle. Cole West shooting in. Now another 4th down coming up.
Cole West coming up from his free safety position. You see him right there in the screen. Good job. And how do you take a running back down? Take away his legs. Good tackle.
Prep last year won this game 21-7 over the Trojans. And again, the series is led by Prep 24-16.
Yes. Oh.
So 4th down now from the 18. Try to get McPartland, picks up a block from his brother, dives forward and can't get there. So the North Pocono defense holds, and they'll take over on downs as they try to spring the quarterback to the outside, and he didn't make it.
I like the aggressiveness that Coach Gallagher has now. He's going to say, we're going to go for it. Again, I overheard earlier they said, here you go, McPartland. Looking. Oh, nice job by number 9 right there. That is Aiden McGuire, playing linebacker, the senior.
Yeah, he leads the team with 89 total tackles, a big one right there. So take a look at the quarterback for North Pocono. In a second, they hand it off to their tailback. That is Josiah Gray, and Gray's up forward to about 3. So it's Chase Zimmerman. He started last year. They don't throw the ball a lot, but he does pretty good, Coach. 644 yards, 7 TDs, and just 2 interceptions.
And again, when you have this type of offense where you're running the ball, you're running from the eye, you're doing lots of running, you don't need the quarterback to do that. And he's done a nice job, 644, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions this year. But again, I'm sure if we looked at the films, those 2 interceptions were under duress.
Zimmerman back out. Gets it out to Henry Wolf, and Henry just a yard gain. Good job by the defense for Scranton Prep to hold them down. 3rd down now coming up for North Pocono.
That was number 14 outside linebacker Braden McPartland doing a good job on that swing pass. Gets it out there quick. Again, look at that. He just had nowhere to go, and McPartland just grabbed him.
Braden McPartland coming in, had 46 total tackles, 9 for a loss in the outside linebacker. Prep runs a 4-4-3 defense. Trojans averaging 38 points per game. Zimmerman on 3rd down the sim, right down the seam, wide open is the tight end, Evan Wolf, the senior. His 7th catch is a Keystone Container 1st down, and it's a big gain all the way inside Cavalier territory.
I love it when they throw the ball to the tight end. Tight end pop pass. So here we go. Great job. Runs the seam right down there. 6'2", 225-pound senior Evan Wolf hauls that in.
Mackey Line had finally caught up to him, but a 28-yard gain on the pass play from Zimmerman to Wolf. And now the Trojans offense on the move. After a long drive to begin this game by North Pocono Prep came up empty. Gray has a big gain. He's up for another Keystone Container 1st down. Give him 11. Let's take a look at this offense. For North Pocono, had 7 starters coming back. Zimmerman, Gray, and McGuire will start. West, Wolf, and another Wolf out there, the junior and senior. And then up front, Zimmerman, Gillette, DeCipio, Kramer, and Castor, Coach. And what do you like about their offensive line?
Wow, they are big, 253 pounds across the board. Prep's defensive line's only 230 pounds, so they've got the advantage, and they're going to be moving people out like they've done all year.
Fullback trap. Trying to get a big push from that offensive line behind Gabe DeCipio, and nice push forward for 4 yards.
That's what they do. They ground and pound you. They'll hit you inside, hit you outside, throw the swing pass. Nice job with that trap in there. Garrett Gillette, number 55, pulling on that. Gets up inside on the linebacker for a nice 4-yard gain.
So this Trojan offense, about 349 yards per game. Most of it on the ground, 275.7 yards average per game coming in here. Prep gives up about 21 points per game. Play action, but he's chased. McCormack chasing him, and finally Zimmerman uses his speed. I think he might be short of the 1st down. They're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. So just a 4-yard gain on that, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Well, the defense and Prep is known for their 4-4, how physical they are, and they end up sending a little bit of pressure in there, and they beat the offensive line, and they really put Zimmerman under a lot of duress, and that's what flushed him out.
So 3rd down and 2 now. Just about 90 seconds left in a very fast-moving first quarter in this Lackawanna Football Conference game. Gray shoots through, has a gap. Good job by the offensive line. He moves up inside the 25 to the 24. About a 6-yard gain. Another Keystone Container first down. Let's take a look at this Cavalier defense. Again, 4-4. McCormack, Durka, De Los Santos, and Myers. Linebackers, very active. McParland, Dempsey, Pagnotti, and Lynett. Some experience in there. And then, again, in the back, Mendola, Haggerty. They'll flank Will McPartland, a free safety. So it is a first down. They're up to the 23. Nice drive after the defense held the Cavaliers in check.
Zimmerman over to the right. Looks like they're running. I believe that Zimmerman over to the right at the thing is going to go out.
Gray, Cole in the Wildcat. And Gray is up for a Keystone Container first down. 14 more yards, and the offensive line doing an awesome job for the Trojans down to the 10.
And you see that's just they end up doing a power in there. They pull 55 and 73. 55's Garrett Gillette, 73 Warren Kramer. Both drop step, and they go to the left, lead block for them.
So it will be 1st and goal inside the Santarelli and Sons red zone for the first time tonight. West will line up in the Wildcat. We've seen this a bunch of times this year. Hand off to Gray. Someone got a hand on him, and big number Andrew Dempsey, number 51, coming in, the senior who came in with 55 total tackles, makes a big hit on Gray, holding him out of the end zone. Gain of 1, maybe 2.
There really was. All of a sudden I just saw this big hand in there. I want to see who that was. Number 19 in there. That is Sean McCormick, defensive end. He scraped down. He just went right down. He had his big hands on there.
Well, we are scoreless. Just 2 possessions in this game. The offense is pulling ahead, but no score as we head to quarter number 2 here in Dunmore.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bathfitter on MyTV WQMY.
The first quarter flying by, and while the first quarter's flying by, we got a team that's flying high, the Scranton Prep golf team. I got Ben Bojanowski and sophomore Cole Powell next to me. Now these gentlemen, state champions for the 2nd straight year, setting a state record as a team, shooting 8 under. Ben, I'll start with you. What is so great about this team?
We're just really connected. We've been playing together for the past few years, and I just feel like our bond is stronger than any other team in the state.
It showed, again, state record. Cole, you set an individual record shooting 2 under par. Now, first, how does it feel to have that accomplishment under your name?
Feels great. Being able to do it in individual felt amazing. Setting the record, too, is a great thing, and doing it as a sophomore is even better, so I have 2 more years at it, so see if I can get it done again.
That's what I was about to ask. You're a sophomore, brother. How are you going to try and best that record going forward?
Just keep on putting in the work over the winter, keep on lifting, keep on grinding over the winter.
And Ben, you're a senior, so unfortunately you won't be able to be with this team next year, but how do you think these guys are going to do in the years to come?
Yeah, I think they have a great team. I think they have a great chance at three-peating, and I'm going to be really excited to watch.
All right, boys. Well, hoist that trophy high. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, two-time state champion Scranton Prep golf team. And they did it in record fashion, as you heard. And congratulations to Cole Powell, to individual championship for the first time ever in Lackawanna Conference history. So on the field, you saw our two spotlight players going in the back of the end zone, went incomplete. So our first points of the game may come for the field goal variety.
In this game, you're going to have to take the points as you can get them. So a field goal, again, they controlled the ball for a good 6 minutes that first quarter, come down, start the second quarter, and come away with 3 points. I think Coach Dolan will be pleased.
25-yard field goal for Shane Youngblood. Good snap, good hold. Flag on the play. Kick is up, and I don't think it will count. So it must be maybe illegal motion.
Dead ball, false start. Offense number 29, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Well, Chris Bonafide, our referee from the Lackawanna Football Conference, and it was the kicker that moved? Question mark, Coach? Have you seen that before? He must have twitched.
He may have just leaned a little bit too much.
Or maybe he just wanted a longer field goal to put on his resume, right? So this one's going to be down about the 21, so this will be a 31-yard field goal for Youngblood. Trying to give North Pocono a lead here as we start the second quarter. So this is the 12th play of this drive. And the kick is up, and it is no good.
Oh. Wow. That's exactly what you didn't want to happen. That penalty. Oh, and there's another flag.
Another flag down. So is this against Prep now and give them 5 back? So the kick no good.
Running into the kicker.
Oh.
Defense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, replay, 4th down.
So running into the kicker, and we're told we have it.
It's right there. Yeah, he was.
Mackey Lynett tried to held up. He didn't really go after him. He just kind of ran into him. Maybe a good acting job by Youngblood.
Well, that's part of what you teach your kickers to do. Again, he did. He had his follow-through, and he was starting to stop, and there was just contact made. And that's what the officials are there for. Again, Scranton Prep's not going to be happy with it, but again.
Just a 5-yard kick, but again, it was no good last time. And this time, Youngblood does his job. A 25-yard field goal, 12 plays, 83-yard drive. North Pocono up 3-0.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bathfitter on MyTV WQMY.
So no scoring in that first quarter as both teams had 1 possession. Finally, North Pocono, after 3 tries, Zimmerman hits a 25-yard field goal, and that's where we stand 3-0. Wolf now keying this one up. We'll give you some scores after this. Some very important games going around our area. So Wolf kicks this one up, and it is a good kick. Bounces and goes into the end zone. Criswick does a nice job just to stay away from it. So the ball come out to the 20.
Get started on your degree at LCCC Scranton Center. Earn transferable credits, explore career programs, or take short-term classes, all right downtown Scranton. With advising, tutoring, and career counseling, we'll help you succeed. Learn more at luzerne.edu.
So some important games. Pittston area, Wyoming area. Pittston area leads 15-0. That's the kind of the battle of the bridge. And then Riverside and Lackawanna Trail going for the Division III title of the Lackawanna Football Conference. And Trail leads the Vikings 14-0. So Preps showed that they could run the ball in that first drive, and we have another inside handoff, and I think that's Braden McPartland that took it. He did, and he goes up for 11. It is a Keystone Container first down. The only thing Cavaliers couldn't do was score.
They end up, here you go, they do with the reverse. A little trickery there by Coach Gallagher, actually Coach Pasqualiccio, who's the offensive coordinator. Braden McPartland goes by Cato, correct? Tato. So he, gets his hand in there with a little trickery. Nice job.
He ran for 329 yards so far this year and 3 touchdowns. He also has 12 catches. McPartland, quarterback draw. And he'll move forward for a positive gain, give him 5. And that's a staple of this offense, especially when you have an athlete like McPartland back there. You're going to run him at some quarterback draws.
You have to keep the defense honest. You see Coach Pasqualiccio right there. He's the offensive coordinator for the Cavaliers. But, Bob, to your point, he can throw the ball, he can run the ball, and they're going to design it to get those linebackers maybe to freeze.
Yeah, that was Billy Pasqualiccio. As Coach just said, Terry Gallagher was down there. Congratulations to Coach Gallagher. He picked up his 100th victory as the coach. Most in prep history a week ago right on this field were Jersey Shore. So it's a Keystone Container first down on that. Little
right here,
catch.
Yep, that little screen, as they like calling it. I call it a swing play. Again, you're getting the ball in there. You're putting the receiver with the D-back one-on-one, and you're just hoping that his athleticism, the receiver's athleticism, is better than the D-backs.
Yeah, that was A.J. Kroom, a senior. So Prep coming off a 51-19 victory last week here over Jersey Shore. Before that, to be Mid-Valley 35-0. Their only hiccup since McParland's come back was a 17-15 close game up at Abington Heights, where they actually outgained the Comets. So that's Tato coming up for about 4 yards. And again, when you get a rivalry between the Comets and Cavaliers, folks, you throw out the records in that one. And, it didn't go their way for the Prep that night. A lot of penalties. And they didn't win. But, as you said, Will McPartland is 5-1 since coming back in week number 4. And kind of that second half of Delaware Valley. Remember, we were keeping track of the score?
Yes.
And Delaware Valley was up so big. And suddenly, Prep went on a run in the second half. They ended up winning 49-44 over Delaware Valley. And that kind of sparked them to go on a little winning streak.
And that just shows how the grit that the Cavaliers have. The coaching staff instills that in them. And these kids, this is going to go down to whoever has the ball last.
Inside trap to Criswick. And no running room. So the Trojans there, and watch that on film, no gain on that, as they try to spring the junior, and that's going to be a third down now.
You see they go with the yo-yo motion in there. He comes back, and that was number 50, Cole Zimmerman and Aiden McGuire doing a nice job for the Trojans to shut that down.
Cole coming in with 58 total tackles, 7 for a loss, and 5 sacks. He's a senior, number 50. So a big third down now for Prep. Right near midfield. McPartland back, maybe trying to set up a screen. They are. There's linemen downfield. They catch it. They finally get to Braden McPartland. He's making moves, and McPartland down to the 27-yard line for another Keystone Container first down. But what a play there.
Great job. Great call right there. Lots of pressure coming in on the quarterback. You see number 7 was on the blitz. That's Seamus McGuire. Flushed him out, but that ball, McPartland, beautiful job running, picking his spots, cutting, and just a little slippery right there. But that's really special that you have, your brothers playing for you. And, and as the parents, the McParlands are sitting up here, they get a chance to watch possibly all 3 of their kids on the field at one time.
26-yard gain. Criswick with a hole in gap, and he shoots through, and he's up near the 15-yard line. And it's another Keystone Container first down for the Cavaliers, who have it rolling on this drive.
There you go. It's just student body right. All they do is the entire offensive line, they all step to the right, scoop block. They don't worry about the guy on the inside. They're worried about the guy on the outside. And Criswick showing his speed.
So this prop offense can get going if they want to, and they are on this drive. They're inside the Santarelli and Sons red zone. McPartland trying to get anywhere. Nowhere to go. Kramer there to make the tackle, number 73. And about a yard at best. And you can see the Trojans are ready for that. And obviously they're keying on number 12.
Yes, they are. And big number 78, Dylan Castor. Listen, folks, 6'8", 325 pounds. They're doubling him, and he came off the double team and got that big mid out there to help Warren Kramer take him down.
He's like a freight train out there when you stand next to him. Second down. Criswick has a hole, but it closes quickly. And number 9, McGuire shoots up, and the leading tackler for North Pocono holds number 2 to 1 yard. So it's going to be third down.
Boy, you saw how they just doubled on 78. They got him turned. That created the gap in there, right there. But again, number 9, Aiden McGuire,
of course,
said no, sir.
This defense coming in, giving up 100 yards total per game on the ground, 105 through the air, just 206, which is an outstanding mark as a defense this year. Very stout for North Pocono. So a big third down. Now, Prep does have a pretty good field goal kicker in Bianchi themselves. So let's see if they'll go to that. McPartland into this to his brother. Braden has it. McGuire takes him down, but he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard, maybe 2. But they're inside the 10, so it's going to be fourth down. So you're taking the field goal, the tie, you're going for the touchdown. Looks like the quarterback's in the huddle.
And you see right there, just fullback, he just swings out there, perfectly fed ball. And I'm sure, and I hope I'm not saying this too much, the McPartlands, they've got that connection. I'm sure they played catch outside all the time. So their timing is perfect.
They bring in Finn Mulligan at fullback, and they're going to student body right. Will McPartland goes in for a Reaper's Revenge touchdown. Standing up, wasn't touched. What blocking on that right side, and Prep takes the lead.
So heavy set there. You see they just unbalanced it to the right-hand side. And Will McPartland, stand-up touchdown. That's his 16th running touchdown in this short season of his.
11-play, 80-yard drive. So these offenses, Coach, are holding on to the ball tonight.
And they're chewing up the clock.
They are chewing up the clock big time. There's under 5 minutes to play. So Bianchi in for the PAT. It's an important one, too. The lefty off the soccer team. So timeout, and I think there may be only 10 on the field. They're running. That's not a timeout you want to take if you're Terry Gallagher, but
it's a first half timeout, so it's okay.
And Vince, let's go down to Vince in the student section. Vince.
Yeah, I picked a great time to be in the Scranton Prep fan section. Got my man Albert here with me right after touchdown. Albert, how we feeling?
We're feeling good. We're a good team. We got heart. We got spirit. We got a great student section behind us. This is what we do.
Only 4.
Someone say Vince. I don't know if he can get out of there. He was there. The student section is ready to go tonight. They're ready to explode.
I was teasing him, saying that you go to Scranton Preps, they're going to pass you through.
We forgot to do that. Maybe next week. We'll be in the playoffs. Pass Vince around. That's going to be the motto. So after the Cavalier timeout and the touchdown, the Yankee is on now for the PAT. The referee's just kind of waiting here. Not sure. Maybe they're working on whatever the time is. You get 60 seconds. They want to go the full 60 on that. So here's a snap. It's a good one. The lefty kicks it up, and it's through. The Cavaliers now lead 7-3 over North Pocono. 4:40 left in the half.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bathfitter on MyTV WQMY.
We are back in Dunmore, the home for Scranton Prep the last few years, as the Bucks are on the road. And Prep, after the long drive, ate up a lot of time in the second quarter, and they take the lead now 7-3. As Bianchi has this one teed up for the first time tonight, and he'll do a Bathfitter kickoff, and North Pocono will get the ball back. So, high kick, not very deep, from the 20. This is Wolf. And Henry Wolf up to the 30-yard line.
Stick around at the end of the game for the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA.
Oh, yeah. NHTSA's school bus stop of the game. Nothing yet. I think we had a couple of big hits, though, on the backfield.
Hits, absolutely.
Big hits. Okay, now, North Pocono has the ball just for the second time tonight, and we're almost at halftime. And now they're trailing 7-3. So let's see what they do to the playbook, as Zimmerman will come in as the quarterback, flanked by the fullback McGuire. So Zimmerman will put it up to there, get it to West to the outside. Cole West shoots up for about 4.
This is what you want to do. Cole West, our spotlight player of the game, get the ball in his hands quickly. And he does, and he gets a good 4-yard burst, but number 50, number 19 for Scranton Prep doing a great job. That's Pagnotti. You know, I mean, they're just getting out there, and Finn Mulligan out there, too, doing a nice job flowing really quick to shut that down.
I'll ask a question after this, Coach, as they hand the ball off to the inside to Zimmerman.
Zimmerman with the handoff right up to the right side as he's going to get out across the 35 to the 30.
Not sure who carried the ball. I don't know if it was McGuire or...
Well, they're doing a good job camouflaging, so we can't get...
No, it's Gray. His eye Gray, number 5 right
Boom.
up. Will McPartland right there, along with Pagnotti on the stop for a Keystone Container first down. And I was going to say, the Delaware Valley game, how much did it take out of North Pocono last week? They went to overtime. They ended up winning 28-21. Del Val's a very physical team. And Coach mentioned it was a tough week of practice for the Trojans.
Hey, that takes a lot out of you, an overtime game, especially when you're physically getting beat up. And it doesn't give the kids a lot of time to recover.
Let's see how that plays on in tonight's game. Obviously, they're going to the playoffs. They will be the top seed in District 2 4A as we see the pitch and catch to Henry Wolf, his third catch of the season. And they'll pick up a Keystone. No, they'll be 2nd down and 2 coming up. He gains 8, excuse me. But, yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, as the game wears on, we'll probably see it more in the second quarter.
Yeah, we definitely will by the fourth quarter. And these teams are battling right now and coming in. Prep last week had a very, surprisingly big win over Jersey Shore. And then, for the Trojans to sit there and go overtime. And I could not believe how big Del Val really is. I mean, it takes a physical toll on you.
It does, and they pick up a Keystone Container first down now, just inside Cavalier territory.
And that was a quick handoff to the up back. Sorry, Bob.
No, you're okay. McGuire with a quick little handoff. The clock will continue to roll near the 3-minute mark here in this very fast-moving first half. Zimmerman's going to keep it. Zimmer has a hole. And the quarterback is off and running. Got a great block on the outside. No flags. It's a Reaper's revenge touchdown. 49 yards for the quarterback, Cole Zimmerman. His 9th on the season.
What a great job. They pulled both guards on that. You see 55 in there and 73, and you saw 73 in there just jumping up and down saying, yes, nice job. That was Warren Kramer. He knew that Zimmerman was gone once he went to the second level.
So a big, long run. North Pocono now takes back the lead with 2:55 remaining in this first half. Point after, another flag down, I think. Nope, no flag.
No
Kick
flag.
is up and good, and North Pocono has the lead 10-7. So what has North Pocono faced this year? Well, they're 9-0. We know that one. Maybe their toughest game was going to be that Pittston area game. They pulled that one out. We know how good the Patriots are. Valley View, a big win over them. And, again, Del Val last week in overtime, 28-21.
That was their toughest, obviously, physically their toughest game of the year. Pittston has a very good team, and they did a nice job handling them. Valley West, Wallenpaupack, they just went on a roll. But another big game in there was right in the middle, 24-10 over Abington Heights.
Absolutely. That is a big win considering Prep lost to Abington Heights 17-15.
So you could sit there and go, the wouldas, shouldas, and couldas. Hell, we beat them, but you lost to them. Yeah, I mean, these are two good football teams battling right now.
So Prep battling, if whatever happens tonight, the last time they finished 500 or under was back in 2010. That's where they beat North Pocono, believe it or not. And Prep has won 8 District 2 titles, 4 in a row now for the AAA champions in District 2. Just trying to get into the playoffs. Right now they're seeded 3. Mathematically, you're going to be a 3 or a 4, so they would like to win tonight and don't want to come down to the Hanover-Nanticoke game. And we'll take a look at standings a little bit later on. But so Wolf has this one teed up. 2 timeouts left for Prep. North Pocono gets the ball to begin the second quarter. Big kick, Criswick inside his end zone, and they'll actually, in high school, you can't bring it out of the end zone, so they'll have it at the 20-yard line. So what does the Cavalier face? Well, we know they faced without Will McPartland the first 3 games. I think if they have the Valley View game back with McPartland, you would say they probably win that one.
Yes, I would say so.
Last 2 years, look at, they've gone and played best competition against some Jesuit schools. Loyola Blakefield was up here. They lost 45-13. Canisius with some Division I players. They went to Buffalo, and they lost that one. But that second half of the Delaware Valley game, like I said, really has sprung them in the second half of the season.
Well, and guess who came back? Their quarterback came back and started. He went on a 3-game win streak, and again, Abington Heights beat them.
Braden McPartland up. There's a flag. It might be a face mask. Gain of 3. It looked like a face mask to me. And we'll take a look at the replay. But a tough 3 yards, too, for number 14.
Boy, the Trojans' defense was in there, but there was, I saw it too, a hand came across the face mask, and player safety is utmost for the officials. That's their number 1 job. Oh.
I think he's just putting his.
Okay.
You thought you were going to pick
face mask, defense, 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run, replay, first down.
So they'll pick up a Keystone Container first down. Here is McPartland to McPartland.
Right there, you see.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good one,
yeah,
too.
That's a good one, yeah. That was.
I don't know if that was Kasser, the big 325-pound senior.
I actually think that was Kramer myself.
Okay.
I mean, 73, 78. So.
Oh, they're saying now it's not a first down, so it's not automatic.
Because it was only, they said 5 yards.
Yeah, it was 5 yards, so they moved the chains and everything. We thought it was first down, so they're going to replay first down.
Yes.
But from the end of the run.
Right. Correct.
So really picked up 8, so it's 1st and 3? 2?
2.
Okay. Okay, so no first down, folks.
I think the officials wanted to try to clarify that to give themselves a breather.
So it was just a 5-yard variety of face masks. So McParland takes a snap. Here comes the rush. McParland almost lost the ball. Flag comes out. This may be holding on the Cavaliers as a great rush up front from the Trojans' defensive line.
They just did a great job exploding through the gap, and Will McParland had no time whatsoever. As we wait for the call from the officials.
Holding, offense number 50, 10 yards from the previous spot, replay first down.
Pagnotti called. So the replay first down, the 10 yards. So it'll be actually.
So watch number 50 right there. He just, grabbed the jersey. And the reason why the official called it is because his arm was extended and he fell down. That's why they called it. If he stayed on his feet and he kept his elbows bent, they wouldn't have called that.
So you see it's 1st and 12. McParland back trying to set up. Fires trying to hit his brother, number 14, and it goes into the ground. 2nd down long now coming up for Prep.
That was Brody Bull on the pressure, number 58, the junior, 6 foot, 250-pounder, applying the pressure. And again, the pump fake kind of worked a little bit, but the defense is really, really well disciplined, and they didn't bite on it.
The secondary playing really well because they have not passed the ball downfield yet at all tonight.
No.
To Criswick or Kroom, really. Just a lot of short passes from the Cavalier offense tonight. Nothing really downfield. 2nd and long. Let's see if they go downfield. They hand it off to Braden and McParland inside. He's tripped up. Nice job by Evan Wolf, who comes in. He makes that tackle.
Nice. Look at that size of that gap in that hole. And he cuts back into it, but nope. Evan Wolf said, nope, not on my watch.
Wolf comes in, 74 total tackles on the year, 6 for a loss, and 7 sacks. So you can see why he's one of the best in the Lackawanna Football Conference at that linebacker position. So 3rd and long now. Time if North Pocono gets the ball back, and they have plenty of timeouts left. Little screen to Braden. McParland can't get a block. The defense is there. 1 yard gain, and they'll be forced to punt. A great job by number 9, looks like Aiden McGuire.
Wow, that could be the NHTSA hit of the game right there, the bus stop hit. Watch this. He drops back, and he comes right back in. Great job. Look at where he put his face mask right on the shoulder pad and drove him back. Great tackling technique.
So timeout on the field for North Pocono. Coming up in about a minute and 1 of game time, our Manuka Subaru halftime report. We'll check in with the Fox 56 News team to see what's going on tonight. We'll announce the winner for Raising the Roof. We'll have our showcase from Luzerne County Community College. Check presentation. Bob and Jan, that's me and you, Coach.
That's us.
We'll be back up here for some stats and highlights, and I don't know, a couple highlights tonight, and we'll have our national highlights from FNR and TNL. That's coming up in the Manuka Subaru halftime report. Right here, Coach, North Pocono calls a timeout. Minute left. They're perhaps going to have to be forced to punt since they have not been able to, again, throw the ball downfield at all to one of their wide receivers.
I don't think North Pocono at halftime, they're not going to change their defense and say, hey, we're going to keep applying pressure on the run. They're going to be more worried about that because they're getting baited into pulling them up, and then they're going to try to hit them long.
Okay, so Bianchi is in to punt this one away from his 10. Now, Cole West is a threat back there, and I can't see. I think it's Wolf with him on the other side. So, an opportunity for North Pocono. Snap, the lefty, high hanging kick, kicks it away from West. And I don't think there was a fair catch called by Wolf. Nope, but he brings it up to midfield. So time and timeouts left for the Trojans to add more before they get the ball to begin the third quarter.
Nice job special teams-wise. That was number 27 for, I want to say, Henry Barnett, I believe.
Henry Barrett.
Henry Barrett, I'm sorry. The font's a little bit too small for this old guy to read. Nice job, though, on the punt coverage team. He did not call for a fair catch. And smartly, they did kick it away from our spotlight player of the game. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to give him a chance to try to return one. He only has 6 this year, you know.
2 timeouts left for North Pocono. They replaced I thought it was right at midfield. They had it on the Cavaliers side, so it was right at midfield. So still 50 yards. Let's see what North Pocono wants to do in the 2-minute drill.
And they also get the ball to start the half, so they want to try to maybe another field goal.
Zimmerman gives it to Gray. They'll start with a run right up the middle. Prep reads that. Short gain, maybe about 3 yards. So North Pocono kind of see what kind of urgency they have.
Well, they're going no huddle.
They lead by 3. There you see the run.
The outside zone coming up inside.
Dempsey with the tackle. Zimmerman back. Rushes there. Zimmerman doing his great job to get out. He gets out into the open. He's got a Keystone Container first down and much more. And a late hit by Wilmot Partland. That was way out of bounds. And they'll tack on 15 more now for North Pocono, already now in field goal position.
That's not how Prep wanted this to end. Great job by their secondary to take away all the receivers. But Zimmerman's got great feet, and watch this. He's going for the extra yardage, gets out of bounds. A hit's a hit. Quarterback did go down pretty good. McPartland wasn't trying to hit him. So they're discussing it right now.
Yeah, they're going to discuss it. So it's a gain of about 18 for the quarterback. So it's definitely a Keystone Container first down. Now, will they tack on more for the McPartland late hit, or was he pushed into him?
That's what I think they're discussing. And it did look like he got pushed into him by the offensive receiver. So if they're discussing it, I'm pretty sure they're going to pick the flag up.
So both coaches trying to figure out what's going to happen. But no matter what, North Pocono, still about 19 seconds left in the half. A couple timeouts. They're still discussing. Again, can't use replay.
No. But you see now one official. So again, here it is. Great job by the secondary of the Cavaliers, taking away all the receivers.
Was there another flag downfield, Coach, that we didn't see?
I didn't see one, but.
Anything on the far side? Were there 2 flags on the play? And that's a. Well, let's find out from a ref. Then we're not going to speculate anymore.
Yeah. There are 2 penalties on the play, 1 on each team. During the run, holding, offense number 20, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, defense number 12. That'll be assessed after the first penalty, results in a first down for North Pocono.
Okay.
So 10 back, 15 forward. Is that what we're going to do?
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. So let's hear, coming right at you, folks.
Here you go. And there was actually, I saw a receiver. Look at it. He did get himself open.
He might have been pushed into him.
He
on
was.
That replay?
He was pushed into him.
Yeah, he was definitely pushed
watching.
into him. Yep. That's not going to make Terry Gallagher very happy. I mean,
and that's why
it's not like Will McPartland to do something like that. Okay, so no matter what, North Pocono has plenty of time at the 23-yard line to get a couple plays off, have a couple timeouts. Zimmerman, quick out, gets it to Wolf, and the clock will run, so probably a timeout now from Coach Dolan. He will, up to the 20-yard line. So they're at the Santarelli Suns red zone with 12 ticks left.
Tomorrow is another college football Saturday on Fox. The UCLA Bruins travel to Indiana to battle the Hoosiers at noon. Then the Cougars of BYU take on Iowa State. Get your fill of college football all day tomorrow only on Fox 56.
And don't forget, you know what's going on now on Fox 56? The World Series. We don't want you to flip over.
No.
Dodgers and the Blue Jays. So you have time after. Baseball's a slow-moving game, and then the World Series will be on Fox 56 tomorrow night. But can UCLA pull off that upset? They already beat Penn State this year, but they got to go into Indiana.
I'll tell you what, UCLA. When I watched that Penn State game, it's like, where'd this team show up? I mean, they went through transition. A new coach comes in. Obviously, the kids responded tremendously to whatever changes he made, and they beat Penn State. So Indiana's just, for them, it's another team, but we have to travel. So
they do have to travel,
and they're going to bring the UCLA Bruins show to Indiana. But Indiana's had a great season so far.
Okay, 12 ticks left, 12 on the clock. It is Zimmerman at quarterback. He's back pressure, finally gets flushed out. The speed of the quarterback, and he up forward inside the 15 to the 13. 4 seconds left, so here comes the field goal team. So a gain of 5, but it makes the field goal a little bit easier.
And again, look how they mugged up the tight end, took him off at the 5-yard mark. And Zimmerman gets that first. Oh, no, he's short. I'm sorry. I thought he got the first down. He's 1 yard shy. And I said, Bob,
Chase, how about the speed from Chase? I mean, unbelievable.
Watching on film's one thing, but then when you see these athletes going live, it's like they have a different gear.
Okay, so this is Youngblood now for a second field goal of the night. This one will be from 31 yards, and the timeout, Coach Gallagher trying to ice the kicker.
Actually, North Pocono took the timeout.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
So North Pocono takes the timeout, maybe trying to ice the sophomore? No, 4. So they'll take a lead, but they will get the ball to begin the second half, and we mentioned that already.
I'm watching their coach right there. He's telling the offensive line, you want to turn them to the outside. Don't let them come up inside.
See if we can get some scores from around the area. Lackawanna trailed 27-0 over Riverside at the half. Troy beating Canton pretty big. Bloomsburg big over Central Columbia, not a surprise.
Pittston 22, Wyoming area 13.
Mount Carmel beating Shamokin 14-7.
Wow.
7. Okay, so here's the field goal opportunity now for Youngblood to extend the Trojan lead going into the break.
I'm wondering if they were.
They're just resetting the play clock, I think.
Yeah, they are.
After the timeout, it started running too early, I think.
There we go.
Okay, so Youngblood has everything lined up. Going to go straight on. Kick is up, and I don't think it's got the distance, and it doesn't. So a great drive for North Pocono to end the half. Comes up short, but they still have the 3-point lead heading into the break here in Dunmore against Scranton Prep. And a game, saw a lot of running, the clock moving pretty quick, Coach, and some big hits going on as well.
Big time,
for both teams. So we're waiting for Vince to get Coach Dolan to get his remarks from that first half and see what he has to say. And Coach Dolan out with Vince.
Coach, defensively, a really good first half, coming up with those 2 big stops. What has been working defensively for you guys?
Yeah, I think our kids are running the ball. They call it great offense, so we got to be ready for everything they do, the shifts and the motions and how they do things in option. So we got to be ready. Our coaches had them ready. They're doing a pretty good job. You got to run the ball relentlessly, and I think our kids are doing that. Even though we make mistakes, running the ball really solves a lot of those problems.
Offensively, just the 10 points in the second half. What do you have to do to get the offense going?
Yeah, you know what? Right there, we missed a chance at 3 points. Right? I mean, we got 3 on the first drive. We scored on our second drive. We only had 3 drives, and that was the third one, and we had a chance to get 3 more points there. So I think we got to keep on doing what we're doing and make some explosive plays and run the ball. It'll be very hard second half. Obviously, a very good football team that we're playing.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so the Trojans with a 3-point advantage over the Cavaliers here at halftime on MyTV WQMY.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Batfitter on MyTV WQMY.
I'm John Udechak, president of Luzerne County Community College, and I like to say community is in our name, community is in our mission, and community is exactly where we want to be invested.
Welcome to the Manuka Subaru Halftime.
All season long, NEPA Builders has been taking applicants for a giveaway, and now it's time to unveil the winner of this giveaway. Alongside me, I have Toby Grisenda from NEPA Builders. First off, Toby, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm great, and someone's night's about to get even better. Now, first question I have for you, why is it important for you guys to do a giveaway like this?
Yeah, so a couple of years ago when we started this program, we wanted to do something for our community that only a builder could, in a way that was giving back. Wasn't necessarily a charity, but something that we could do with our hands that could really help a family member that needed it.
That's a really good cause. Next thing I have for you, what is the giveaway exactly?
Yeah. So Raising the Roof is a partnership with 84 Lumber Company and Fox 56 and us NEPA Builders to find nominations for people that need a roof that otherwise can't afford it, and basically give them one for free. So it's the combination of all those moving parts coming together and making it happen for a family member in our community that really needs it.
And you mentioned those repairs. When would those repairs start?
Yeah, so the plan is to perform the project on November 7th, so Friday, November 7th, yeah.
All right, well, someone's November 7th is about to get a lot better. Who is our lucky winner?
Yeah, so our 2025 winner is Jillian Campbell from Hughstown. And I would like to read a little bit about what her mother said about her and just to properly represent who Jillian really is and the type of community member that she is, and who exactly we're helping. So Phyllis, thank you for nominating Jillian, and thank you for what you said. So this is what she had to say. Jillian is an energetic, hardworking mother who had her world turned upside down in July when she was diagnosed with cancer. During her 7 weeks of radiation and chemotherapy, she has been unable to work. Life since then has been difficult, but Jillian has embraced every obstacle placed before her with great courage. Being a young mother of 3 children, she keeps pushing forward. During all this uncertainty, she has recently learned that she needs roof work. Overwhelmed with medical bills and continued care, Jillian now faces the need for a new roof. Anyone that knows Jillian realizes that she would give the shirt off of her back. She has spent her career and much of her personal life being an advocate for addiction recovery. Hopefully now someone will lend a helping hand. Well, Jillian, we're coming to help, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this, and I really appreciate your mom nominating you, and I really want to just thank everybody at home as well who went outside, looked up and down their street. Maybe they knew family members, people that needed this thing that we do, this project that we do, and you nominated and you took your time to try to help. And without everybody at home nominating, we don't have anybody that we could do this for. So every year we've done this. Every year the community has stood up and nominated people that they know. Thank you for that. Please, we'll do this again every year. We're going to do it next year. Nominate again anytime between now and then. Turn your nominations in, and we look forward to doing it next year.
Well, Jillian, congratulations, and Toby, thank you for coming on, and also thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us, and we look forward to it.
Hello, I'm John Yudicek, president of Luzerne County Community College, proud title sponsor of the Friday Night Rivals football program. We want to thank the local communities, schools, and the student athletes who make high school football such a special tradition here in northeastern Pennsylvania. At Luzerne County Community College, we believe in the power of education, teamwork, and community. That's why we're so proud to support the Friday Night Football program and to donate $250 to tonight's homeschool. From all of us at Luzerne County Community College, thank you for letting us be a part of your Friday nights, and good luck this season.
And before tonight's game, Mr. Grace Simpson from Scranton Prep, the athletic director, happy to present him a $250 donation from Luzerne County Community College. We'll bring it back up into the booth. Bob and Jan enjoying a very close game, just 5 possessions, 3 for North Pocono, 2 for Scranton Prep. The time went really fast.
Oh, my gosh.
And the score is only 10-7.
2 possessions the first quarter, 1 by each team, resulting in points.
Mm-hmm.
Second quarter, okay, well, then there's a field goal, then there's a lull. There's been 1 punt in this game. I mean, this is just such a close game that we figured it would be. But I'll tell you what, these teams are battling so hard, they're going to be banged up for next week.
Absolutely. Anything surprise you from the first half?
The speed of Criswick is running the ball. It was explosive. And Zimmerman showing that 49-yard touchdown burst that he had. I was like, wow, where did that come from?
So there's a couple highlights. So let's get through the highlights as the time winds down before the second half. We'll check out the first half highlights here. So the first opportunity came early in the second quarter. Long drive by North Pocono. A field goal from
31-yard field goal.
From Youngblood.
And you see McPartland right there, an 8-yard run. Now, here comes Zimmerman's 49 yards on a quarterback. And great blocking downfield by his offensive lineman. Stock blocks, he just read it perfectly. And you saw he's looking around like, where are the defenders?
Absolutely. And then both teams kind of traded. Prep had to punt the ball. And then finally at the end of the half, North Pocono got it down to about the 30 for another field goal by Youngblood, but that one was off the mark. So both teams getting on the field, and we're getting set for the second half. So let's first check out some national highlights from around the country.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Ellie got to quit celebrating and get back ready for a 4th down play.
Yeah, they were trying to hook and ladder, but he didn't have time. They got the board. That's going to be, Joe, that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Jalen Moore. Inside the 10. What a touchdown. What a play. What in the world? Westwood with a touchdown on a hope and a prayer is answered. What?
Beachy, can he get the corner turn? He does. Here's that speed. And he's still on his feet. To the 20. Stiff arm. To the end zone. Touchdown.
Pump fake. Throws. Goes deep. And what a catch on the far side. Oh, what a catch by Oriuso. They will call it.
Heavy pressure. Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it's good at the buzzer. Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers, and the Hoover Met goes haywire.
Wow!
Unbelievable!
Wow!
Well, Coach, hopefully we could have a national play after tonight's game, but it's only 10-7. So let's check out some District 2 standings. First 3A, how's this going to play out? Well, Berwick is beating Tunkhannock. Wyoming area, Pittston area, in a battle, Pittston area, beating the Warriors by 3 at the half. Prep right here, and Hanover beating Anticoke. I don't think Prep can jump over Wyoming area because of 4 losses versus 2 losses. Even with strength of schedule, I don't think that works the math, even if Prep wins tonight. But Prep wants to get that 3 seed.
They do. Again, because it's only 4 teams going this year, right?
Yeah.
Or is that the, or am I?
Yeah. I mean, and Mid-Valley's had a tough game tonight. I don't think they're right now. They're on the losing end. Not sure they can catch Hanover area. But how about Hanover and Coach Richardson? He has his triplet sons down there playing. He comes in first year, and he might have his team. They're going to end up 6-4. That's
first year
remarkable.
coach, it is, especially to come in, and they haven't had a lot of success over the last few years.
No.
That is, I mean, he's done a great job down there. Lake Lehman's on the losing end with the old shoe game there with Dallas. I didn't see Carbondale.
And as we mentioned last week, just 4 teams now getting in. So speaking of 4 teams, let's see the 4 teams for 5A. And again, Pittston area wants to win because if they get tied with Abington, which Abington is beating Hazleton tonight, they could be tied, and Abington could jump them for the top seed. You don't want to play Delaware Valley, the first seed.
No, because, again, how big and physical they are, you might come away with that win, but you're going to be beat up. You're going to know you played ball.
Delaware Valley with a big win last night over Scranton, so they have an extra day's rest now going into a next Friday game. And we know how they are. They play a very tough schedule, and it's for the postseason. They might be 5-5, but they may be the best 5-5 team in the state.
And I would challenge any of the other programs out there to play the first 4 games they play.
Absolutely. So we will have playoffs for you next week on Halloween. Vince said he's not going to dress up. Jan and I are still discussing it, but we're definitely not going trick-or-treating. But we'll have a playoff game. We'll let you know by Monday what that playoff game will be. So, right now, okay, second half. If you prep, you got to hold North Pocono. You want to keep this to a 3 to 6 point game, 6-point game, and then get the ball back. But Prep has shown, has had a tough time with the defense so far with North Pocono. They run up and down the field, but again, not getting any balls downfield, and now North Pocono's definitely keying now on those inside.
Well, they've shortened the box up. They're putting 9-10 guys in the box, really forcing Scranton Prep to say, "Come on, try to throw on us." And I wouldn't be surprised to see that this second half. I think they wanted to try to bait the Trojans into playing that base defense, play it up tight. And North Pocono, again, it's a 1-score game right now, and they don't.
Onside kick.
Is Prep,
and it's still alive. Somebody touched it from North Pocono, but I don't know if they had the ball. And it looks like the Trojans will come up with it.
Great call.
Seamus McGuire picks it up. Hey, don't kick it to Cole West. Just do an onside kick, see if we can get it, maybe catch them, surprise them, and they almost did.
They almost did, and I'll tell you, heads-up play by the Trojans to come up with that ball.
Well, Terry Gallagher rolling the dice on that, and let's see what he had to say at halftime about his team. Vince?
Yeah, Bob, I got to talk to Terry coming out of the locker room. Clock control was a big thing for them in the first half. You saw that the Trojans were only able to put up 10 points. He said it depends on the rest of the game to see how the clock control game will go. Focus is slowing them down no matter what. As for finishing their own drives, he thinks they just got bogged down a little bit. He wants to emphasize getting ahead of the sticks on first and second down. And as for closing the game, just overall just have to play better defense, and he wants to focus on the run.
Well, where they give up 6 yards on their first carry there, as Gray takes it up, and now this Prep defense really needs to hold them back. They don't want to go down 2 scores here in this game. So a big third quarter drive now. Gray there, so is McPartland, and he'll drive forward though. Nice job by the senior, keeping his legs going. 3rd down and short now, facing the Trojans.
Hey, you'll watch pin and pull on there, 55. You saw what he did was, instead of pulling, he just drops his right foot over, crosses over his left foot, and pulls up. That's what we call pin and pull. They did that on the prior play, got 6 yards. They tried going inside, but the defense of the Cavaliers, nice job by their 2 inside linebackers, Taylor and McGuire, in there, shut that down.
Short yardage play. Zimmerman pulls forward. Not really the tush push, but it does quarterback sneak for 2 yards, and it will be Moravia Health first down here in the second half.
Again, just quarterback sneak the whole time. No tush push allowed. You can't aid the running backs in high school or college. And you can just see how big number 78 is there. 6'8", 325. He towers over everybody in that huddle.
Of course, North Pocono coming off their first division title since 2009. That's in the bag no matter what happens here tonight. They have that, and they will be the top seed in 4A. Back to the ground game to go, and Gray shooting through. Nice hole off that left side from Gillette and Zimmerman, and he gains 8. So nothing fancy for Greg Dolan's team, just some big power football.
And you see right in there, right into number 10 right there. That's Liam Haggerty, the junior, making that tackle. And then you saw number 50 coming in, trying to help out in there, Caleb Pagnotti.
Great job by Kramer taking out Dempsey to spring him. So 2nd and short. I'm sure they're going to go back to the ground. They do. Power football from Coach Dolan and all Josiah Gray on this drive. And they're inside Cavalier territory down to the 34-yard line already.
Well, this is just basic Big Ten football going in there. They run with the ISO play. Gray didn't like it to the right, so he cut back to the left. And this is what I think Coach Dolan talked about with his team at halftime, saying we're going to control the line of scrimmage. We have a 25-pound weight advantage over them. We're going to grind it out on them.
So moves off the safety. You see Will McPartland now playing the run. And this time Prep reads it right, and no gain to Gray. Let's see if that opens up now, the playbook, as Pagnotti comes in. Loss of 2.
Well, they're just going to keep pounding the ball. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some on those line of scrimmage. That time, the Cavaliers definitely got the advantage in there. And Pagnotti did a great job from his inside linebacker position to drop him for a loss.
Let's see now if they try to get Cole West involved, even on the pass game. Our spotlight player hasn't really done much tonight. But still, North Pocono has the lead.
Well, you know it's one-on-one right now with him. There's no one there over top.
Play action. Fake. Quarterback Zimmerman with speed and dives for the first down, and he's got it right at the 25, gain of 12. And a Moravia Health first down. And right now, the biggest thing that Prep can't stop is the North Pocono quarterback.
He's done a nice job in there. McPartland is spying him up and got the push out of bounds. And again, he pushed him with his momentum to give him that first down.
So a great drive to begin the second half for North Pocono. Fullback trap, big push from the line. McGuire pulls forward for 4.
Well, Prep is saying, you know what, if you're not going to pass the ball on us, we're going to load the box, and they're doing that. But the problem is North Pocono is having success. They're countering that the fights that's going on, the punches.
And the other thing that Terry Gallagher talked about was the clock, and yes, the clock is rolling.
Well, again, 4 minutes gone.
On no throws at all on this drive.
Bob, look at, all right, Cole West, he's one-on-one. Throw a fade to him, but they're no.
Gray, Braden McPartland with the stop at the 20, so third down now. Call it about 4 after the 10th play of this drive.
Well, maybe Cole West, maybe he's just maybe a little dinged up. I'm not sure,
well, they know they don't want to. They want to keep him healthy for next week's game,
right,
no matter what. So, again, he's still out there, and he's still a threat. He's going to go one-on-one, as you mentioned, on the outside. A big third down for this Cavalier defense. They want to hold him to a field goal try at best. So Zimmerman has a block, picks up a block off the left side, and Will McPartland finally comes over, 12 on 12, and he makes the tackle, but it is going to be a Moravia-held first down at the 12, gain of 8 for Chase Zimmerman.
Boy, Will McPartland, he just grabs him and throws him down to the ground, WWE style there. Nice job with the read. Look at him. Great job with the camera back there by Alex, giving you guys at home a perfect view what Will McPartland saw, and right there was the slam down.
So time keeps ticking at the beginning of this third quarter. North Pocono keeping the clock moving. So now West into the Wildcat. West first carry. Has room and taken down Braden McPartland with the first hit, but he's down to the 9. Got him about 5. They'll make it 4 for Cole West.
Right in there. Goes with the fake that's the RPO in there. And Cole West gets 4 yards. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purple jerseys.
Yeah. Cole West this year, coach, against Delaware Valley, 21 carries. So we know they want to give him the ball. 209 yards, a touchdown. And then he had 5 catches for 146 yards and a touchdown against Dallas. Those are his highs for this year. So they didn't need to use a lot of Cole West tonight. They didn't feel like that. But he has his first carry. And they give it back to Gray. Gray dragged down. Good job. Number 19, coach, shooting in. And that should be Sean McCormack, the senior, who came in with 18 total tackles, makes the first hit, and it'll be third down.
McCormack does a nice job from his defensive end spot, squeezes down, and he got behind the tight end, and he grabbed him. Nice job by McCormack. And, Bob, you said that he carried the ball 21 times last week against Del Val.
Yep.
You know what? No wonder.
No wonder he's banged up.
Yeah.
Well, it's again another third down opportunity for the Cavaliers to put the stop on North Pocono. They need to get the ball back, but can the Trojans go up 2 scores? They fake it. Zimmerman rolls out, has McGuire, and McGuire, it goes in, takes a big hit, but it is a Reaper's Revenge touchdown of 9 yards. Zimmerman to McGuire. That's Aiden's first touchdown on the season.
Well, what a way to cap that drive off with a play-action pass. You'll see they run the bootleg on there. You got the guard, the backside guard, the left guard, 55. Garrett Gillette pulls, lead blocks for him, and McGuire does a great job getting separation and getting to the outside for that touchdown.
7-minute drive, coach. 14 plays for North Pocono. About 65 yards on the drive, trying to cap it off, and they do. They take 2 scores, and they are up by 10. Here in the third, the Trojans over the Cavaliers.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bathfitter on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome back. North Pocono with a long drive. A lot of time off the clock. Up 2 scores now. Trying to remain undefeated on the season for just the 3rd time in school history. Now Prep trying to secure a spot in the district playoffs. And it's a high kick to Criswick. The speedster has the outside, down the sidelines, finally takes a hit about the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cavaliers.
No matter your goals, the LCCC Scranton Center is here for you. From high school dual enrollment to associate degrees and transfer programs, our staff will guide you in every step in every way. Conveniently located at the Marketplace in Steamtown. Begin today at luzerne.edu.
Oh, I know Prep is a second-half team. They did it against Delaware Valley. They're going to have to do it here with North Pocono. They're going to probably have to open up the playbook a little bit, Coach. And they do. McParland back, has time. Can't find anybody downfield. Has Kroom open, can't see him. Tucks it and dives forward. Let's see, it depends where they mark him out of bounds. And they're going to mark him back at the 47-yard line, so gain of 7. But again, they have to open it up a little bit, I think, Coach.
They do, and we said they were going to have to go downtown. They go with just a quarterback rollout, and you saw number 31, Evan Wolf, had him in his targets, but McParland, being the athlete he is, how big and strong, gets that out there.
Well,
keeps them going.
The only good thing is they ran out of bounds, so they stops the clock, right? Because the clock is now the issue if you're the Cavaliers. You trail by 2, and you haven't been able to stop North Pocono tonight.
And with North Pocono taking 7 minutes off that opening drive, that puts pressure now on Prep.
Let's see if they can get Criswick going as well after his big week last week against the Bulldogs of Jersey Shore. And we have a timeout on the field
early timeout
by the Cavaliers. So they didn't like something or didn't have the personnel they wanted to have. 4:42 left in this 3rd quarter. So we'll continue to run down District 2 playoffs. So they'll start next week, and these are pretty much a lock. So Wilkes-Barre will take on Hazleton. Scranton will travel to Williamsport. And again, Williamsport won this one last year, with Wilkes-Barre winning the District 2 6A. Williamsport is a District 14, so that's really a sub-regional. So look for those two to meet again, I think, in the finals at some point.
And Scranton lost last night. Hazleton areas losing to Abington Heights. Trying to find the Williamsport right now. Wilkes-Barre, I think they were both, earlier they were both 0-0 battling it out.
Again, I'll give you this score. Wyoming area now leads Pittston area 26-22 as they battle it out for the bridge down in Luzerne County. A lot of playoff implications with that win. Pittston area Patriots were up early in the game, but the Warriors have battled back at home. So we'll keep you up to date on that question. And Trail just obliterating Riverside tonight to win the Division III title of the Lackawanna Football Conference. Fake to Criswick. McParland gonna go deep. Downfield to Mackey, line it. He's Kegex and line it down to the 15-yard line. Make that the 17. So they finally open it up and they find the tight end.
Bob, on cue, you said it. They need to get the ball down vertically. They did. Look at the time that McParland had to throw. Perfect spiral. Great job getting behind the defender. And that's Mackey. Line it.
Yep, Mackey,
doing a great job.
36-yard pass play. It's Linett's 12th catch of the year. So now Prep knocking on the door inside the Santarelli and Sons red zone. Trying to cut this one down to a lead. Fake it. McParland being chased. McParland still on his feet. Looks over the middle. Had a receiver that bounced it. Trying to hit the other tight end, McCormack, at the goal line.
Well, I'll tell you what. McParland's a special young man to be able to make. He was trying right there. Boy, they had him set up. They went with the orbit motion to try to get the linebackers moving around, and he just underthrew the ball. But what you don't see right there is he was frustrated afterwards. He was jumping up and down because he knew he had him.
Yep. Jameis McGuire put the pressure on up front. So the offensive line has to hold pat now if you're a Cavalier fan. You got to give McParland time. McParland, the other McParland, and Criswick. Next to Will. This is Criswick with a block, cuts it inside. Criswick inside the 10 to the 8 is going to be close to the line to gain for a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. He's going to gain they're going to give him 9.
And you'll see just right here, all that is the outside zone. Nice job with the block by your tight end. Getting in there, that tight end is not Elijah Myers. He's the right tackle. Sean McCormack.
Yeah, Myers had a good block.
He did. He had a great job.
55. So
he sealed that edge for him, Bob. Very good.
So inside the 10. McParlin. Student body left. McParlin behind some blockers. He's in for a Reaper's Revenge touchdown. And Prep counters North Pocono. And after the extra point, they could trail by 3 in the Reaper's Revenge touchdown.
Well, when the team takes the ball and holds it for 7 minutes, this is exactly what you want to do. They took off 2.5 minutes to score to counter that. Nice job by Big Will.
5 plays, 60 yards. And I'm telling you, if they run that play 5 times in a row, they'll run down the field off that student body left. So Bianchi in for the PAT. It's a big one, too, because you want to be down by 3. 3:21 left in the third. From the holder. Good high snap. Kick is up, and it is through. So Scranton Prep matches North Pocono. They do it a little quicker, and they trail by 3, and that's exactly what they trailed at the half. So good drive for Scranton Prep, capped by this.
Well, you see that formation, and that just gives me PTSD from my days of coaching back in the 90s against legendary Mike Pettin at Central Bucks West. They would line up in that, and their fullback at the time was only 6'4", 250 pounds that went to Michigan. So, yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay, we talked about the Trojans and all the success they've had this year. Again, tonight is just to finish the regular season 10-0 and to keep that streak going. But they are the top seed in District 2 and 4A. They will host throughout. They've beaten Valley View, they've beaten Dallas, and they've already beaten Crestwood this year and Wallenpaupack. So no matter who they're going to play, they're the overwhelming favorite to win.
They've run away with the league, and you can see how many skilled athletes that Coach Dolan has to coach. I mean, it's a nice problem to have. Dallas had a down year this year. I mean, they battle back. Crestwood is always an anomaly for us. Wallenpaupack, right now, I believe they were up last time we checked. And Honesdale has a brand new coach with Coach Hawanitz up there, former Valley View coach. So last I saw, they were up. Honesdale was.
Honesdale's up 35-34 over West Scranton. A battle in downtown Scranton going on between Honesdale and the Invaders. We're trail 40-0 over Riverside. Dallas, the old shoe they play for, right, Coach?
Yes.
23-6 over Lake Lehman. And Lakeland 14-7 over Mid-Valley. So Scranton Prep has it teed up, and we're ready. After the nice drive, they give it back to Wolf from the 6. Wolf up the middle, has a gap. Wolf up past the 30 to the 32-yard line. So that's where North Pocono now will have it. Trying to maybe hold it out and get another score in. A nice special teams play.
And you see Wolf right here. Nice job with that. Gets tackled by number 33 and number 4. And what I like seeing after this was, guess what? Number 4 helps him up.
Well, last week against Delaware Valley, North Pocono put their highest run total of the season on board. 364 total yards, or excuse me, running yards in that game. That's just running the ball. And, of course, they won that 28-21 in overtime, as we said. Gray, left side, has another block, and Josiah Gray's in the open. Gray inside Cavalier territory, finally dragged down by Andrew Dempsey, but after a big gain to the 35-yard line. 32 yards for Josiah Gray.
Josiah Gray running. They've just run a power ISO right there. You see 73, Warren Kramer was one kicking out. Fullback led up through. But watch, number 11 in your screen did a great job with that. That's our player, spotlight player. Cole West doing a great job with the stalk block on his corner to allow him to get to that outside crease.
So the Trojans running the ball with perfection tonight. Another little hole and the big offensive line. And finally stood up by Pagnotti in the middle, I believe. 4 yards for Mr. Gray. He had 122 this year, Coach, and 2 touchdowns against Wyoming Valley West, did the senior.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were watching film, Bob, and I'm like going, yeah, he's a good player. But watching him live, he's got great feet, great vision, and really good burst to get through that offensive line.
So again, North Pocono on the move, no passes. Well, as I speak, play action. Going long, going downfield, and it is incomplete. No flags. Mendola down there with the defense on, I believe that is the other Wolf, right? Henry
Yes.
Wolf.
And that's a great job by Jack Mendola, the senior cornerback that didn't get fooled, played disciplined football, and watch his hand get in there.
I think they were both kind of pushing off, so no flag down. Wolf wanted it, but didn't get it. So 3rd and long now for the Trojans. They have not punted tonight. So you figure they're in 2-down territory here to get the 7 yards.
I would imagine Coach Dolan would want to run it.
They're outside field goal range, yeah. If I'm giving it the 12. It is. There's a quarterback sneak. Prep kind of read it. And no gain on the play, so it'll be 4th down coming up.
Anthony De Los Santos, 6'5", 265-pound inside tackle, doing a great job in there. You see him, takes on the block, sheds it, and then comes up and makes the tackle along with number 19, Sean McCormack.
So a big 4th down now here, late in this 3rd quarter in a 3-point game.
Again, just I think Coach Dolan saying, guys, run the clock down. We're going to try to take that time element and force that on Scranton Prep.
Zimmerman back, probably looking for Cole West. Nope. Here comes the rush. Prep holds, makes the tackle. Elijah Myers, the sophomore, takes down Zimmerman for no gain. And Prep takes over on downs.
Again, credit that secondary of the Cavaliers to take away all the receivers. Good job maintaining your gap responsibility, keeping your outside arm and leg free, and he makes that tackle.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
If this was a regular season game that meant more for North Pocono, Cole West is getting the ball, and that's it. We've seen that all year. Every time I've seen them play, that type of play, you're putting Cole West back. But again, what do they have to play for? It's obviously a conservative call for Coach Dolan. He wasn't going to put his best player back into the Wildcat. I'm just saying that.
Right. You don't need to put them in harm's way.
No.
Because their big picture for them is
nothing against the Prep defense. That was real good defense.
No, absolutely. They're playing great defense. And again, they're baiting them in. They're putting 10 guys in the box. 11 guys in the box within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
So on the first play, just 1 yard. McPartland, left side, has room. Good job by McGuire shooting through to make the tackle, but a gain of 6 brings up 3rd and short.
What I liked about that play, watch how the other McPartland did such a great fake that both inside linebackers came up and tackled him and really put a lot of pressure on the outside linebacker to make that play.
Good job, good block, too, by the senior A.J. Kroom on the outside. So 3rd down now for Prep after they just stopped North Pocono. Here's that student body. Everyone knows it's going to the left. 3 blocks. 1, he has a Moravia held 1st down, goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Coach Pasqualiccio channeling Bob Ide up here for the play call. Again, go with that heavy set out there. You're outflanking. You see how they kick everybody, pin them inside, and big Will McPartland, the 6-foot, 195-pound senior, gets a 1st down, keeps this going. Pretty much to end up the 3rd quarter.
It will, and it's a 3-point game. So a good one here in the Lackawanna Football Conference Division I. Cavaliers, Trojans, going to the 4th quarter after 9 seconds tick off. So we still have a 1st down play. McPartland right side up to the midfield, and that's the way this 3rd quarter will end. Both teams put touchdowns on the board. And it's 17-14, North Pocono over Scranton Prep. Welcome back here. Bye-bye, Jan Sechak, Vincent Goldschmidt. We are at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Dunmore. A big game between Prep and North Pocono. It's 17-14 at the end of 3. And a bunch of discussions on the field. But both teams has flipped sides, so not sure what the discussions are about. Prep has the ball at midfield, trailing by 3, and it's second down.
Well, here we go. They didn't go to that power formation. They're unbalanced. They're just playing their more normal offense right now.
Well, it's almost like the tush push, like the Eagle. They get a little bit closer. They're going to run that. So it is a quarterback sneak. McPartland right up the middle. Gets a nice push from his offensive line. Still on his feet. Players losing helmets. It's getting physical down there, folks. It is a Moravia Health first down, though, inside Trojan territory.
Well, Anthony De Los Santos is a little upset right now because he did a great job with the pancake block, and his helmet mysteriously came off. So he has to come out for a play.
Well, I think he got it ripped off, so I'm not sure.
He did. That's why he was upset.
Yeah. So he's going to sit a play. So Chris Paris, a freshman, comes in, a 5'10", 245-pound freshman. Of course, his brother Lewis was the quarterback last year. So he comes in for one play. And 12's going to touch the ball a lot, folks. We're going to see number 12, McPartland, probably on every play do something. He handed off this one to his brother. So Braden McPartland, Tato up for a couple yards near the 40. And let's see if they want to go to the air. They've had success. They found the tight end before. And they have to get the ball, you think, the number 2's hands.
Well, that wasn't a hard play to figure out which side they were going to run to. Again, you put your left tackle has to come out. You put a new guy in. They're going to go away from him. They did a nice job. Got a couple yards, tough yards. But, again, North Pocono's defense is doing what they have to do, and they're not loading the box.
Yeah, this defense giving up just 11 points per game, average this season. Griswick next to McPartland. They give it here's the reverse. This is a flea flicker. They have a wide open receiver downfield as Prep, but he didn't see him. He went to the right side. If McPartland looked down the middle, he had number 9 open, Coach, all day long.
Oh my
that
gosh.
was Jack Mandola was so open, he could have ran the Caramillas and no one would have caught him.
So here you go, flea flicker. Again, I love it. Pulling some tricks out of the bag. Beautiful ball. He just didn't see that. He was wide open in the middle.
He tried to go his brother, and Mandola was so wide open that you or I could have thrown it to him. But, you know, it's tough to see him at quarterback.
I don't know.
But he'd still be running. But no matter what, now back to this. After the incomplete pass, it brings up third down, and it's a critical one. Prep down by 3. Reverse again. Braden McPartland puts his shoulder down, but lays the lumber, and he's down at the 35. Let's see. It's going to be close to the line to gain, Coach.
This is
big hit by Tato. And he's be a yard short.
A big hit by Tato as the offensive player doing a great job running that ball on that reverse play.
Oh. Are they going to measure? Nope, they're giving him the first down.
And he ran him over, and the ball's at the line. So
that's a good spot.
That's
I think he was short of the line. If you saw that replay, I think he was short of that line.
I think they saw where he was. He pushed the ball out with his arms. He stretched out. So
7 yards for Braden McParland.
A big 7 yards.
A big 7 yards. Yep, and it's a Moravia Health first down. Prep on the move, trying to tie this game up or take the lead.
McParland sends a man in motion in Criswick. This time
Fake to Criswick. Will McParland on the inside makes the move, still on his feet. Number 12 inside the 20. Gain of 19 yards for Will McPartland.
And you saw number 12, Chase Zimmerman, 12 on 12, getting a little payback from that first half hit. You'll see it right here. He sheds one. Boom.
So the quarterback tackles the other quarterback. Prep on the move. They've led 7-3 in this game. Since then, it's been all North Pocono. They're at the 18. Inside the Santarelli and Sons red zone. Will McParland up the middle. McGuire on the tackle. Gain of 4.
Well, when you have a big, strong quarterback, not afraid to run the ball, give it to him. And that's what McParland has brought in this is his 7th game this season, and he has 17 touchdowns on the ground this year.
So the clock keeps ticking. You're keeping that North Pocono offense off the field. You're in field goal range to tie. Bianchi has a good leg, does the lefty. But the Cavaliers want to take that lead. Play action. Downfield, Will McParland looking. Finds his tight end who shoots out. McCormack, big hit. And the tight end inside the 5. Moravia Health first down. First and goal, Cavaliers. Good job by McCormack to get shed off his block and get downfield, Coach.
He really did a great job. And we saw him. He was out here shirtless during pregame. And he did a great job. You guys, I don't know if you caught that at home. He did a great job with his block. 1-1000, 2-1000 release. That's why he was so wide open.
Here's that power formation again. Will McParland, right side, gets a block, and he's in. It's a Reaper's Revenge touchdown for Will McParland, and the Cavaliers take back the lead. What an answer for Scranton Prep, who trailed by 10.
Look at this, and again, watch number 15 on his block right here. He's just getting in. Right, look at that. He's just driving him all the way back out of there. He was all over Tate Bowen on that job, just driving him into the end zone. Finally got him on his back, and McParland's just looking at it like, wow, thank you, sir.
12 plays, 68 yards. They convert a 4th down. Will McParland scores his
third touchdown
of the night.
Gives him 18 on the year on the ground.
And now another key extra point. Low snap. Good job at Kroom to gather it. The kick is up, and it is through. So Scranton Prep up by 4. 8:23 left in the game. We'll take a breath, I should say, not a break, a breath, and we'll send it down to Vince for our Scholar athletes.
Yeah, Bob, you take that well-deserved breath. Time for our final 2 Figured Law Scholar athletes of the year. For North Pocono, we have Amelia Bell. And for Scranton Prep, we have Addison Ahern. Starting with Bell, a 2-sport varsity athlete for cross country and softball. Currently ranks 4th in her class, is the student council treasurer, and volunteers as a guy singer junior volunteer, and is committed to Thomas Jefferson University. As for Addison Ahern, a 3-sport varsity athlete for softball, basketball, and soccer, is a member of the National Honor Society, the Yearbook Committee, and the Cancer Awareness Club, as well as Student Council. Just a reminder that all 19 of our Figured Law Scholar athletes are eligible for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season.
Well, congratulations. It will be a tough choice this year, I'll tell you that much, Vince. And we'll announce the winner early in December with all 19 representatives who have to now send in videos. And we'll pick a winner later on. Coach, did you find the Pittston area score?
34-22, Wyoming area.
Wyoming area putting it up on Pittston area, and that will have ramifications all over the board, especially in 5A. where Abington Heights is beating Tunkhannock, or excuse me, Hazleton tonight. Yeah, Berwick's beating Tunkhannock.
The game's over, 53-0.
Bianchi, the kick. Wolf from his 18. And Wolf take it down right about the 35, 36-yard line.
NFL on Fox this Sunday starts with the NFL Kickoff show at 11. Then at 1, the New York Giants take on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles in a longtime NFC East rivalry matchup. Fox 56. NFL Sunday only on Fox 56.
So if you're North Pocono, you're thinking, we lost 11 straight to Prep. We're down by 4 late in this game with one of our better teams since 2010. And we've run the ball well tonight. Let's see if the Trojans can get back the lead. Play action. Zimmerman going long. Oh, Cole West is open, and West pulls it in. He gets in the secondary, and that's why he's one of the best players in the Lackawanna Football Conference. Makes a big catch, and the Trojans are down inside Cavalier territory.
Interesting. I was going to say to you, Bob, this is kind of going to play into what North Pocono wants to do. They've had great ball control, and what do? They go for the home run right away to Cole West, get themselves down at the 25-yard line inside Prep territory.
Don't tell me Greg Dolan doesn't want to win this game. He finally puts it in West's hands. A 50-yard gain down to the Cavalier 25 at Moravia Health, first down.
Two receivers to the right, they'll bring one to the left. All alone in the backfield.
This is West.
The outside, caught at the line of scrimmage, gets away, gets about 5 yards before he's going to be brought.
This is what North Pocono has done all season. They put West back there, especially near the 20-yard line. This time they run it up for 4.
Well, Coach Dolan probably had this. He didn't want to use them maybe the first 3 quarters and said, guess what? If the game's tight, if game's online, you're going. And it's really playing into his hand.
Of course, West running this year for 465 yards so far. Just about the same in passing yards. And they go back to the eye. Play action again. Zimmerman with plenty of time. Has a lot of room on that left side. We know he has speed, and he finally dives down inside the 15. Has a Moravia Health first down to the 14.
Well, that was Mackie Lynett and number 51 in there doing a nice job shadowing him. There was nobody on the left side. Scranton's defense rolled to their right, and wow, nice job right there by Mackie right there to make sure.
They couldn't contain number 12, and we know he has speed. We've seen that tonight. And now North Pocono knocking on the door. A field goal just gets them within 1. I know they want to score a touchdown from the 14. Give to Gray. Josiah Gray ups inside, falls forward to about the 11.
That's that power play with number 55, Garrett Gillette. 5'11", 225-pound senior. You'll see him in your screen. Come up inside, full lap block up inside there. Gets to the second level. Gets a tough 3 yards in there, but now the clock is going to be in their favor.
Their clock is in their favor, Coach, and 11's back in the game. Let's see if they put him in the Wildcat. He will stay in the backfield, will 11. He is the Wildcat with Cole West. 3 wideouts.
Cole West will go out of the Wildcat.
West is going to run it. Can't go anywhere, the defense there, but he powers through. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Great job by the junior getting away from Pagnotti.
Caleb Pagnotti, he sniffed that bad boy out the entire way. Look at that. He was right in there. You see him on the ground right there. Nice job there to
I think Braden McPartland had the first hit in the backfield,
He
Coach.
really did.
Number 14 shot in. So 3rd down now. North Pocono needs a touchdown.
Well, their big offensive lines, they've got to start to reestablish this, and they're not doing it right now, and credit this Cavalier defense.
Is this the tiredness from the Del Val game? We'll see. Ray right there. What a play by McCormack. Shedded his block and tackles Gray for no gain. 4th down coming up.
Well, field goal doesn't do you any good at this point.
What a job by the senior defensive end. Shooting in.
Well,
inside the Santarelli and Sons red zone.
He squeezed that beautifully, and it was like there was no block, but he just is such an athlete, came quick off the edge and just blew that play up.
4th down from the 11. North Pocono has to go for it.
They take their time with 4:20 left.
Under 10, you were thinking Coach Dolan's going to get a timeout here. And there it is, timeout on the field for North Pocono as the Prep defense comes up big. And that could be our bus stop of the game. Well, Coach, we need another breath. Let's go down to Vince now. He can take it away. Vince.
Thanks, guys. We're celebrating senior night for Scranton Prep. We have Ella and Jalea next to me. Ella, I'll start with you. What do you love most about being out here on Friday nights?
I love the team bonding and all the spirit that we have together. I love being with all these girls and all of the people on the sideline coming together as a community to just cheer for our school.
And Jalea, with it being your senior year, what are you going to miss most about being a part of this team?
I'm definitely going to miss how at Prep our goal is just to support each other, so especially as cheerleaders, we definitely find it such a privilege to be able to stand by the boys' side and cheer them on and know that they have our utmost support.
Well, there's a big play coming up. It's time for our Dr. Todd Smile Camp. Girls, let's take it.
Well, they're cheering on their defense. 4th down for North Pocono, needing a touchdown. You figure number 11 is going to touch the ball somehow. Does he run it or does he pass it? Wildcat, Cole West, he passes it to a wide open Chase Zimmerman. It's a Reaper's Revenge touchdown on the trick play, and North Pocono takes back the lead.
Way to dial it up. How does it feel, Cole West, to throw a touchdown pass to your quarterback wide open? They just didn't pick up on it because they ran that play the previous 2 plays to set that up.
So Chase Zimmerman has another score tonight. This one from a reception standpoint, Coach.
I'm just looking. Zimmerman had a 49-yard run touchdown. Now he's got a 11-yard pass reception.
So back to a 3-point game. 4:09 left in this one. I don't think it's over, folks. 24-21 the score.
You're watching the Luzerne County Community College Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by Bathfitter on MyTV WQMY.
We are back in Dunmore. North Pocono goes 64 yards in 7 plays. They take back the lead, which Prep held momentarily, and it's a 3-point game. 4:09 left in this contest. So it's a little squibber down, and it's actually going to go out of bounds. That benefits Prep because the ball will move up now to the 35, right? Not the 20.
Unless they choose to re-kick.
Yeah. I don't know. Prep. Let's see what Prep wants to do, but it looks like the offense is coming out. The offense is coming out, so they'll take the ball at the 35, now down 3.
Yeah, they're going to say it was. The official came over.
Oh, it's going to be at the 20. They're going to say it's a touchback, Coach.
Wow.
It hit the pylon.
It hit the pylon. That's why I thought out of bounds, Bob. I agree with you. And it doesn't matter where it bounced out, you know.
Well, that's a 15-yard difference. That could mean a lot. But 4:09 left, 2 timeouts left for the Cavaliers. Will McPartland, part of almost every touchdown the Cavaliers have had tonight. He starts it with the option. Makes a move inside. Finally, McGuire from the backside takes him down, a gain of 8.
Well, and what Scranton Prep's offense has done now, they're making the Trojans think right now because they went downtown. They've been doing some trick plays. They've been doing option, which they're not really well known for, but they're running it effectively this evening.
Let's see on second down if they go to play action. Figure you have 2 downs to get 2, or if they keep it on the ground with one of the McPartlands. Under 3:40 to play. They give it to Braden McPartland. He makes a move and gets back barely to the line of scrimmage. They'll gain him a yard, so 3rd down and a yard coming up.
No sense of urgency at this point for Prep. They're not, they're not yielding. They're just taking their time, making sure they're going to execute. Because I said to start this game, whoever has the ball at the end is going to win. And right now, Prep has that going for them. 2 timeouts left with 3 minutes left in this quarter in the game.
McPartland left side trying to get a block. Gets to the outside and is finally ridden down. Looks like by Kramer, I believe. 73 tackled him. But it moves the sticks. So to Moravia Health, 1st down for Prep.
McPartland did a nice job being very patient running that play. Not sprinting and running outside his blocks. He let the block set up here. Again, they faked the RPO. Look, he's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And he's just taking his time trying to pick and choose where he can run. And he got a key 1st down, keep this drive alive.
Groom shaken up, but comes off the field on his own accord. Let's see if now, you figure at some point the play action is going to come in. They have to get the ball, I think, to Criswick's hands or look for that tight end.
Looks like Coach Gallagher's headgear, his headset is broken.
Prep has 2 timeouts left, 2:51 left here in the game. They trail by a score of 24-21. Lynott and Haggerty will come over to the near side.
So McPartland in the backfield. Criswick joins them on this 1st down play. Little option the outside. They get it to Criswick with speed, but good job by the defense. Great job by Max Lefebvre coming up from his cornerback spot. He's just a freshman. Didn't get fooled on that. No yards on that play.
Max Lefebvre, 6 foot, 180-pound freshman, folks. Look at that. Beats the stalk block, comes in low, takes his legs out. Great job.
35 total tackles coming in and 2 interceptions. And North Pocono, as we said, skilled people coming back. Very good next year. Oh, flag now.
It's going to be a flag thrown. I think it's going to be too many men on the field. We'll wait and see.
There's an illegal substitution going to go against the Cavaliers. Trailing by 3, 2:08. The clock will stop, but it backs up Prep by 5. At some point, you figure they're going to be forced to go into the pass game.
They will,
and that could be right in North Pocono what they want to happen.
And again, I've said the Trojans have been really disciplined on their secondary. Right now, it looks like they're playing a cover 2 shell. You see the 2 safeties playing at the hash marks. You see the 2 corners on the outside of the numbers. So they're ready for the pass.
So they're into a nickel defense, and it's McPartland in the backfield. 3-man rush, so they're going to drop 8. They get pressure on Will McPartland over the middle. Has Kroom wide open. Kroom dives forward, and he's got a Moravia Health 1st down. He needed 15, and he got 15 and a half.
Well, they originally rushed 3 guys. Then they committed with the linebackers. The reason why Kroom was wide open on that. And you see, he just deked it in there. Boop. He had 3 receivers with 1 defender.
McPartland back has time. They do drop 8 now. McPartland looking, and finally just throws it out of bounds wisely. So 1:20 left in the game. So now, Coach, if you know 3's coming and you're dropping 8, are you running more now?
I think
because there's plenty of time. You have 2 timeouts. So what's your strategy?
My strategy right now would be I would send 4 guys. Line up 3. We'll send 1, and we're going to play man on everything else.
Now with a 2nd down, 10 to go. They have 2 timeouts, a minute 20 left.
The best receiver right now, I'm leery of Sean McCormack, the tight end.
Fake inside, looking downfield. McParland going to go long in the double coverage. And it's intercepted by Cole West. The junior all-star comes up with a big INT, his 7th on the season. And it's a big one with 1:12 left in this game. McParland went for it all, but Cole West was right there.
I'll tell you, their officials, I give them a ton of credit. They're letting them play the game. Good job, good protection by that offensive line. Perfect spiral. It's in there, but Cole West did a great job stepping up in front, getting that interception.
Trying to get the ball down to Liam Haggerty in double coverage. So I don't know, Coach. You have 2 timeouts left. I don't think they can get the ball back, can they? Well, if they get a first down, it's over.
If they get a first down, it's over.
So perfect season on the line for North Pocono, and Cole West comes up with a big interception. And the Trojans are a little bit closer to breaking that 11-game winning streak by the Cavaliers over North Pocono. Inside handoff, big push, and timeout right now. 4 yards for Josiah Gray. So our upcoming schedule next week, we'll be in playoff mode. Where? We'll let you know on Monday. A lot of options out there depending on what happens here tonight. And then we'll have a district championship for you from District 2 on Friday, November 7th, right here on MyTV starting at 7 p.m. teams, TBD. So a lot on the line. Prep loses. Do they get the 3 seed? They drop to the 4th seed. Pittston area losing. Do they drop to the 2 seed? All Mike Ignoski for District 2. A lot of people will be looking for the points next week, or tomorrow morning, I should say, for next week's games.
And right now, I'm trying to scroll through. Yep, 41-22, Wyoming area over Pittston.
Oh, the Warriors with a big win over the Patriots.
How about this one? West Scranton 40, Honesdale 35.
Wow, good job by Coach Minetti at West Scranton. Now they could just jump Valley West for that 4th spot in 5A. Prep with too many men on the field. They finally get one off. Coming up on 2nd down. They can't give up a first down. They know the run's coming. They do to Gray, and Prep's right there. They drag him down, and another timeout will be called with 1 minute. And a flag, and this one may be going against Prep.
I think that was on Connor Ruddy, number 15.
I think something was said. We'll wait and see. Let's go down and see.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate, but
that's Finn Mulligan, number 15.
15. I apologize.
Wrong team. So let's see. Our referee, Chris Bonafide.
Game's over now. First down, game's over.
Personal foul, automatic first down, and that should just about do it, Coach. That will seal the deal for North Pocono. So great stop.
And you see right here, 77 has him in his grasp.
I don't know what the.
Oh, maybe that. I don't know. He came in trying to bat the ball out. I get that.
That's McCormack.
But
trying to hit the ball out. I don't know what. I don't know what that is. He didn't do anything like really late.
It's not like he came flying in. He didn't dive on him. He punched the ball and then his momentum fell on top.
Well, that's not going to be happy for Coach Gallagher. So that will do it. North Pocono can run out the clock here. Their first win over Scranton Prep since 2010, and more importantly, they're going to end the regular season 10-0, be the favorites in District 2 4A, trying to pick up their first district championship since 2016.
And third time in school history.
An undefeated season for the Trojans. What a battle here in Dunmore tonight. Both teams going back and forth, and it ends up being a 3-point game. The final score, number 3, North Pocono, 24, Scranton Prep, 21. Well, we expected a good game, Coach, and we got it here.
Great
and it
game.
came right down to the wire. But that interception by Will McPartland really cost Prep in the end, trying to go for a home run ball. And it was intercepted by Cole West.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Right here, NHTSA. High points the ball. Cole West, perfect technique on that.
That's the stop of the game because it helped.
It stopped the game.
It
for
stopped
Prep.
the game as Prep was trying to move down the field to tie it up. Instead, North Pocono pulls off the victory.
Here and there, but I'll tell you, it still was a great game for both teams. They played their hearts out left and right. We'll come back with the wrap-up. And
Give credit to both teams. Prep took it down the field, took back the lead, Coach, and then North Pocono went right to Cole West, where used their best player when it mattered most.
Late in the game,
late
yes.
in the game, and they come up with a 3-point victory.
Well, Cole West had a great night. Throws for a touchdown. Gets the key interception to seal the deal. What a player.
Real good player. So the difference tonight, I think the running is Zimmerman and Cole West down the end, and they're down. Our players of the game, brought to you by Luzerne County Community College, are with Vince.
Boys, first off, congratulations. LFC Division I champs. 10-0. A chance for a district title. How are you guys feeling right now?
Oh, it's a surreal feeling right now in our community for our team.
It's really awesome. You know, we worked very hard, and I think us, the players and the coaches, really deserve this.
Cole, you come up, throw the touchdown on offense. On the defensive side, they're driving down. You come up with a key interception. What was working for you in the fourth quarter to make such big plays?
I mean, I just think we knew they were crashing down on that, so I had to throw him the ball. He's a waste out there, so that's what we showed tonight. And then I was lucky enough to be there to make that play, but we got pressure. I mean, it's a team effort on that.
Chase, I don't know if I'd call you a waste. You may come up with a big catch, but the passing touchdown, the rushing touchdown, receiving, doing it all on offense tonight. How does it feel to be such a big impact player and help clinch a 10-0 season?
It's obviously great, but this sport's a team effort. And I think when our team's on point, they're on point. We have great coaches, a great community, and I think we showed that tonight. It's really awesome.
Well, gentlemen, I wish you the best of luck the rest of the way out. Go celebrate with the team.
Thank you.
Well, those two players were the difference.
They were.
Speed of Zimmerman. He scored that 49-yard touchdown in the first half. And then West to Zimmerman for the go-ahead touchdown. And Cole West at the end with his seventh interception on the season. They will be the favorite. Big win over Scranton Prep. Both teams headed to the postseason most likely. But, the Trojans get the monkey off their back on that one. And we expected a good season from them, and they had delivered.
Well, again, beginning of the season, actually last season, at the end of last season, every coach comes up with goals. Hey, we would love to be undefeated. We want to win the league. We want to win districts. And they've checked those boxes right now. So now they have to get healthy. They have to get rested and get ready for this now. This is just going to be incredible pressure put on these kids now to keep this going.
It's actually the 11th win in a row for North Pocono. They won an Eastern Conference championship last year.
Oh, that's
right. And they've carried the
That's
momentum now into the 2025 season. They're undefeated. Scranton Prep now has to wait to see who they play next week. Will they be the 3 seed or the 4th seed in AAA? But again, their offense, you see McPartland, what difference he makes in this team.
Incredible young man. To be able, he's up to, what did we say, 19 touchdowns?
Yeah.
19 touchdowns in 7 games. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted that one kid can make that much of a difference for the entire team.
Well, he does, and Prep has a chance at defending their District 2 AAA championship. But who will they play? We'll find out tomorrow morning, like a lot of other people. So, now, the final score once again. North Pocono, still undefeated. Ranked number 3 in the Friday Night Rivals top 10. They will remain there. They beat Scranton Prep tonight, 24-21. For the entire Fox 56 Sports crew, For Mr. Vincent Goldschmidt, Jan Cichak, this is Bob Ide saying so long from Dunmore.